What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Marvel Contest of Champions, and this is a rank up and gameplay video for Proxima Midnight, who wasn't my first choice, but how I came to choose Proxima. I only had two options for Cosmics. Well, back up, I completed Variant to get the rank 5 gem and ended up getting Cosmic, so my rank 4 options were Venom and Captain Marvel, and since Captain Marvel wasn't getting a buff, then I went with then I wasn't going to do her. I do like Venom, but I didn't want to use generic awakening gem on him. He has low prestige, so yeah, didn't want to do that. And then when it comes to Medusa and Proxima, Medusa does do some good damage when awakened. She does really benefit from her awakened ability, giving her Furies, the auto block chance, and then if you throw what's his name on the team, Black Bolt on the team, you can up those Furies to 6, but she has sub 10k prestige, and Proxima has 10.4 and some change, so ultimately went with Proxima, and I gotta say I am happy with the decision overall. I also had what is it, 6 stones expiring soon, so yeah, I really wanted to dump all my Cosmic into her, so that's why it was 100, then that additional 30. But yeah, looking at her health, she's got a little bit more health than Blade, but a little bit less attack than Blade, a lot less health than Void, but a bit more attack than Void. And then when it comes to Sparky, a little bit less attack, but a lot more health. So that's the comparison between my rank 5 champions. Then you look at her synergies. The one that I most likely that I'll be using the most would be the special assistance with Corvus Glaive. I don't have the 5 or 6 star Corvus, but I do have a 4 star, which I just recently took to rank 5. And a while ago I said that I wasn't going to be ranking 4-star champions anymore, but I could really use the Corvus for the Captain Marvel event. But yeah, looking at her SIG, I believe it goes up to 50% of her attack when she completes that mission, per mission that you've completed before that. And I used to not really like the intercept mission, but I'm actually finding that one to be the fastest one to get to complete, depending on how aggressive the AI is. If the AI is fighting really aggressive, then I mean you can get that done in just a few seconds. You can get it done before they even get to an L1, pretty much. And then the when attacked, the safeguard on against projectiles, haven't found much use for that yet, but I haven't been using it too much. One of the big things I do like is the reduced ability accuracy for the opponent when you're blocking. So when you can parry people that shrug off debuffs like Kingpin, Agent Venom, Korg, and as long as they don't have that node that reduces the ability, or that says that you can't reduce their ability accuracy. And then when it comes to specials, you got the heal block on the first special, which I probably won't be using too much, but I mean there are some fights where I might end up using it, like against Sabretooth. But I mean, if I get the missions done and drop the L2 or L3, you know, that's going to pretty much finish off the fight, depending on how many missions I do and what the fight is, if it's like war or just questing or what. And then you have the stuns on the L2 and L3, which I gotta remember that those are there. I always forget about the stuns, especially the L3, which has a 6-second stun, which is plenty of time to do like 2, maybe 3 combos. I'm not 100% sure. But moving on to the gameplay with her, you see this is the fight against Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, which just showing the damage that she can do, and she actually could have done more damage than this. If I would have waited to get to the 75, I could have done more damage than that 200k on the L3. And now I'm just building up to my second special. You see I have 4 Furies, and then also the 4 of the other Furies. I forget what the mission Furies are called, but with all those, you see that's 111k crit on the special 2, the first hit of the special 2. Not sure what the rest of the special would have been, if it crit or didn't crit, but yeah. So on to this fight against Iron Man Infinity War, which was from, this is the 5th one, 5th path of Captain Marvel challenge. And as you see, this has fisticuffs, which is annoying. And I've been having a little bit of issues just parrying Iron Man Infinity War. Just seems like the sometimes I'm like, I could have sworn I did get a parry there, but it didn't show up as a parry. But yeah, just trying to get the missions. And one of the bad things about the parry mission is getting backed up, especially with fisticuffs. But you see I got the mission there, and you see all the auto block failures, just because I had true accuracy. And you get that from each time you successfully do part of the mission. So down to 2%, and luckily I had the intercept mission next. This special would have done a lot more damage, but he had all those Furies up, so that's why I didn't do too much damage. But she does apply an armor break, and then you have the stun as well. So did some decent damage, but could have did a lot more. And now I'm just trying to hold on, do as much damage as I possibly can. And then trying to also complete this mission, get up to an L2, so got a lucky intercept there, evading the first special. It is in the unblockable range right now, so got intercept there, another intercept there. Now I just need to get to a second special, and also I need to make sure that he doesn't have any armor ups on. So yeah, dropped that. You saw the 43k, and that was just from having two buffs active, and I didn't have any boosts active for that fight. So up next, what is, okay, so this is War. This is a node that I had a lot of trouble with, I think last season or the past 2 seasons. But as I said before, like that intercept one, you can get that down really quick if the AI is fighting really aggressive like he was there. You saw that I was able to parry him even though he had the rock shield up. Didn't have to worry about him shrugging that off. I did mess up here. I was looking at the wrong timer, so yeah, I dropped a heavy there when he had the his rock shields up. But trying to get rid of his rock shields, because you don't want to drop your L3 when he has those up, because it's going to apply a safeguard. So do a couple of hits, drop the L3. I do have the cosmic power boost, so in doing this one, and this is only with one buff, it does what is it, okay, so just under 40k, but it also puts me up to another to 2 bars of power, so able to just do a combo and drop the L2. So I actually probably could have done enough to enough hits to get to another L3 and then drop that before the stun wore off. But yeah, I just went ahead and finished it off with the L2. Now this one, so I did a buffet fight against Kingpin, and she had 2 buffs on her, but it didn't do too much damage, so I decided to test out the buffets. So I went to this is Act 5, I think it's 5.2.3, which has a global buffet node, and I just wanted to test it out to see if maybe it was if it was just a weird interaction with Buffet, or if it had to do with Kingpin. Maybe Kingpin shrugged off the armor break before it even applied, which I don't know how he could do that, you know, during the special 3 animation. But yeah, I just didn't know what was going on there, so I wanted to test out Buffet to see if it was Buffet or if it was Kingpin. But yeah, you're going to see that it actually was something weird going on with the fight. I didn't record the fight against Kingpin, but I dropped the L3, had 2 buffs, and like did like 8% damage on him. I couldn't figure out what was going on there. But yeah, dropped the L3 here, and it does at least 36k because he was at 62%, and 62% of his health for that fight would have put it at 36k. So yeah, overall really happy with Proxima that I ranked her up. I'm actually hoping that I can find some use for her and Alliance War, do some fights with her in Season 8. Could be possible that my team consists of Void, Stark Spidey, and Proxima, or it could be like, you know, Void, Killmonger just for the regeneration, and then Proxima, you know, who knows. We'll see what happens in Season 8, and it all depends on what class types I see on the pass on the certain nodes. But yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.